I think we have to take advantage of technology, but we shouldn't be obsessed with it. For example, I can give you a small impression. My oldest child is going to be 12 years old soon, and he asks me every time, "Dad, can I have a phone? Can I have a phone? Can I have a phone?" I say to him, "Cristiano, you have time." I know as well that this young generation is one step ahead of their age, so I agree that we have to take advantage of that, but not to be obsessed about technology. Give them, but with a period of time, not give them all the time. I think that's the main point here. I ask him to wait for the future. One day, Junior asked me for an iPhone to call me, but I told him no. If he wants to call me, he should do it through his grandmother. I want to transmit to my son the idea that it's not easy getting anything he wants. Education is the best thing I could give him. Ronaldo stated in Dubai during a conversation with fans in January of this year. These are definitely wise and correct words. We even made special videos about why Ronaldo refuses to buy Cristiano gadgets. But what are we seeing now? Junior still gets an iPhone after all. Here's one photo, the second, and the third. A logical question arises: what happened? Why did CR7 give in to his principles, and how did Junior still manage to persuade him? We've gathered for you 6 popular versions of how the kid got his first iPhone. Hit the like button if you're happy for Cristiano, and subscribe to the channel in order to continue following the boy's life. Alright, we proceed to start. Let's get going. On June 17th, Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. turned 12 years old. Of course, the little man always dreamed of an iPhone. Who doesn't dream of the coolest mobile device nowadays? It seems that there are simply no such people. Therefore, there's the reason to think of this exact iPhone, which we've spotted on Instagram pages, to be the coveted present no one advertised. Georgina, Cristiano's stepmother. Good stepmother. The kindest in the world. It's no secret that Georgina loves all children, but Junior is special. He's the oldest one, and it's with him that she spends most time of all Ronaldo family children, doing the most varied leisure activities. Shopping, attending Formula 1 Grand Prix, fashion shows, football games, and in general, to have so much fun together. A definition of a perfect mother. Perhaps it was Georgina who convinced Cristiano to be a less strict father figure and give his son an iPhone. Grandmother Maria Dolores dos Santos Aveiro, another woman in Cristiano's life who definitely loves him no less. She might be actually behind the reason why Ronaldo broke his promise not to buy Junior an Apple gadget while he's still very young. Of course, Cristiano's mom follows her son's strict rules too, but what grandmother doesn't love her grandchildren? Imagine her coming up to Chris one morning and saying, "Son, what's the matter? Buy him that iPhone he always wanted. He's already a big boy. Don't be ridiculous." Ron's heart just couldn't stand it and melted, giving way to emotions. We already have more interesting versions in the next entries. In our opinion, Cristiano Sr. and Cristiano Jr. could have made a bet. What could it be about? For example, in April, Ronaldo Jr. took part in the Mediterranean International Cup tournament, and father and son agreed on the following. If he scores at least one goal, then one of his dreams will come true. We are to remind you that we have already made a video about the performance of Ronaldo's son at this tournament, where Cristiano Ronaldo managed to score 2 goals in 4 matches for Manchester United youth team. As a matter of fact, the whole thing with betting is quite a true story. By using this method, the father often motivates his son to great achievements. You give me a result, and I give you a toy. Another intriguing version, which can also be edging on truth: Junior deserved such a gift thanks to his hard work. Ronaldo is known to be a very demanding man, simply not giving anything distracting to his son. This is one of his most important life credos. You don't get anything in life just like that. We hear Cristiano saying something like that quite often in interviews. This is the lesson he tries to put into his champ's mind. The sweet fruits of life can only be brought with one's hard work. Perhaps the little man has significantly improved in training and regime. He goes to bed on time, eats no chips, drinks no cola, which CR7 repeatedly complained about. We assume that this is how Cristiano was able to prove to his father of him being disciplined. Therefore, their relationship reached a new level of trust. Another mantra that Ronaldo constantly repeats whilst mentioning his son is the one about the right time. When I feel that is the right time, I will tell my son how his mother is. You might have heard the same combination of words at the Dubai press conference. I ask him to wait for the future, and so on and so forth. Consequently, Ronaldo could simply come to the conclusion of his son getting old enough to have some freedom, knowing the basics of most useful time management. So friends, these were our 6 options. Only time will tell if Ronaldo did the right thing. At this moment, Cristiano continues to train and represent Manchester United, just like his dad. He's aiming not only to become a professional footballer, but also to surpass his father's achievements. In general, it's interesting how social media platforms can affect the life of a young athlete. Though for some reason we are sure that everything will be alright. Because, come on, he was born in the family of the great Ronaldo, where everything is scheduled, where everything is as efficient as possible. Guys, please give this video a like so that more people can see it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our project. It was Inside Football. We watch football from a different angle. Have a nice one, and see you in a bit.